you have a meeting after Colonel Garma has endorsed your name to the former president that you met with the president sometime in July 2016?
Ang pagkakalam ko po, Mr. Chair, last week of June, Mr. Chair.
Hindi ba last week of May? Tinitesting ko lang yung kung magsasabi ka ng totoo. Alam ko naman na last week of May yung meeting ninyo eh. And you're not forthright with your answer. Ang meeting ninyo kay Presidente last week of May. Di ba? Tama?
Ay, check po, parang may ano po, may meeting po kami nga, May din po, Mr. Chair.
Nung ikaw ay nag-meet with the President, sino po ang kasama nyo?
Actually po, mga officers po, Mr. Chair.
Ano po?
Officers po ng PNP.
Sino po?
Officers po ng PNP, Mr. Chair. As far as I can recall, Mr. Chair.
With the President?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Ang sabi mo noon, yung class ninyo, hindi nakipag-usap kay Presidente.
Ako lang po yun, Mr. Hindi po yung class namin. Yung sinasabi nyo na May na nag-meet kami, Mr. Chair.
Hindi ba, Colonel Garma, ang sabi mo, sometime in May, doon ka na pinatawag ni Presidente, di ba? At sinabi mo yung pangalan ni Colonel Leonardo.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. And a meeting took place dahil kailangan ka ni Presidente eh. Sinabi na nga ng pangalan mo ni Colonel Garma eh. Tapos i-deny mo na nakipag-meet ka na kay Presidente in May of 2016?
Opo, Mr. Chair, May.
Yes.
Pero ako lang po, wala pong ibang kasama.
Huwag kang magsinungaling sa akin. Baka i-charge pa kita ng perjury. You met with the President with some people. And may I know the topic? Ano yung topic ng inyong pag-uusap ni Mr. President? Former President?
Actually, Mr. Chair, ano lang po kami, ako po, nandun lang, Mr. Chair, parang, ganun lang din po, parang, nagpakita lang po, Mr. Chair. Hindi naman po talagang meeting, hindi naman po ako kasali sa mga meeting noon, Mr. Chair.
Ibig mong sabihin, hinanap ka ni Mr. President, former President, para lang i-meet ka?
Opo, Mr.
Yun
Chair.
lang po. Ano?
Opo.
You want me to believe that? Nag-meet kayo dahil naghahanap siya ng isang opisyal na tutulong sa kanya sa kanyang implementation of the war on drugs. Di ba tama?
Actually, hindi naman po yun ang pinag-usapan namin, Mr. Chair. Basta nag-meet lang kami.
Hindi yun ang pinag-usapan ninyo. I'm giving you a second chance, Colonel Leonardo. You better tell the truth to me. Kasi baka may demanda pa kita ng another offense. Di ba? Noong last na kwan, sinasabi mo na dapat ang implement ay yung Davao template doon sa previous hearings natin. Di ba?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Yes. And may I know, Colonel Garma, what do you understand by the Davao template? insofar as the war on drugs is concerned?
The payments and rewards po, Mr. Chair.
Huh?
Rewards and payments po
There is a reward for what?
for successful neutralization of
Neutralization?
drug suspects.
And when you say neutralization, it means the killing?
Can be, Mr. Chair, a legitimate operation or
In your
Yes.
affidavit, you answered the lead chair, the Honorable Barbers, that you received three times monetary reward in the amount of 20,000. Hindi po ba?
yes, Mr. Chair,
And for what is that?
for the death of the suspects, Mr.
So,
Chair.
you're admitting to this committee na talaga yung Davao template would involve the neutralization of drug suspects and there are rewards for such.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Hindi mo malalaman ito, Colonel Leonardo, because you were never a station commander in Davao City, hindi ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. That's why hindi kita tinanong dito. Ang tanong ko sa iyo, pinatawag ka ni former President so that you will be able to help him implement the war on drugs on a national level using the Davao template. Hindi ba? Sinabi mo na nga dun sa last hearing natin yan eh.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Now, may I know, do you know when Gerald De La Rosa became the chief PNP?
July 2016, Mr. Chair.
July of
Of 2016.
2016.
Opo, Mr.
Now, when did Gerald Ferro become the AIDG of the Philippine National Police?
I'm not sure po kung...
It's also July of 2016. Tama? Tanungin mo si Colonel Cunanan para may research niya kaagad. July of 2016. Now, when did General La Peña became the PDEA head?
I guess same pong
Same.
July din po yata, Mr. Chair.
Pare-parehas, di ba? Yung AIDG, Anti-Illegal Drug, ng Philippine National Police, Gerald Ferro, yung PDEA, si Gerald La Peña, and Chief PNP, si Gerald De La Rosa. Tama?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Yes. And it was during that time na nagrekomenda ka ng task force which hindi natuloy.
Actually, hindi ko po na-recommend, Mr. Chair. June, June, last week of June, hindi na po, kasi meron na pong i-implement na double barrel, Mr. Chair.
Yung double barrel, kalahati nun, yung Oplan Tukhang, yun yung ginagawa sa Davao. Tama?
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Kasi nung plinano ni Gerald De La Rosa yung Oplan double barrel, dinagdag niya yung high value targets.
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Now, would you agree with me, Colonel Garma, na doon sa implementation ng Oplan Tukhang and Oplan high-value targets, when the target does not resist the arrest, they would still be killed or neutralized and to be justified as nanlaban with guns and drugs planted on their bodies? Would you agree with that?
Mr. Chair, can I explain my answer, Mr. Chair? If you read the results of the investigation or look at the result of the scene of the crime operations, makikita mo po na parang magda-doubt ka kung lumaban ba o hindi yung suspect.
So you agree with my statement?
Sometimes, Mr. Chair.
That's also the findings of the human rights groups. Kaya tinatanong ko lang sa iyo kung naniniwala ka. Now, Colonel Leonardo, would you believe that also?
Meron po akong mga narinig na mga ganong case, Mr. Chair.
Narinig mo lang. And therefore,
Panood.
you do not believe the investigations conducted by the human rights group?
Meron pong nangyayaring ganon, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you for that. Now, the drug list, it was made in July of 2016, tama? Galing sa Philippine National Police. Would that be correct, Colonel Leonardo?
I believe so, Mr. Chair.
You believe so? Pidea, that would be correct also?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
That was in July of 2016.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, after the list has been submitted, it has been observed that there were numerous extrajudicial killings. Would you agree with me, Colonel Garma?
Mr. Chair, yung nga po sabi ko, kung tignan mo po yung result ng SOCO, basahin mong report, it is possible, meron po, meron.
Hindi. What I'm asking is, after the list, the first list has been made, biglang dumami yung extrajudicial killing, according to statistics.
Statistics won't lie, Mr. Chair. Numbers won't lie,
Numbers
Mr.
won't
Chair.
lie. So you agree with my statement. How about Colonel Leonardo? Would you agree with me that after the submission of the list, there were numerous extrajudicial killings?
Meron po, Mr. Chair.
Meron. And maybe this is because of the pronouncement of the former president and the Monetary Operational Support Fund. Di ba? Would you agree? Na kaya dumami nito dahil doon sa pronouncement ng ating presidente noon at saka doon sa monetary or operational reward, fund reward. Tama. Kaya lumakas ang nagka-interest sa mga pulis. Would you agree?
I don't have personal knowledge, Mr. Chair.
You don't have personal knowledge. You don't have to have personal knowledge. Tignan mo lang yung mga pronouncement noon. At saka yung, in-admit nyo na nga na may reward eh. Tapos kailangan pa ang personal knowledge. How about PDEA? Would you agree with that? Now, there was rampant EJ case after the first list was made.
That was the indication, Your Honor.
Yes, kasi August pa lang, ang dami nang namatay. Now, and would you agree with me also, Colonel Garma, Colonel Leonardo, that abuses came about because of the monetary reward? Ang reason nanlaban, natokhang, or naplantingan. Di ba? Lumabas yung mga terminologies na yan sa ating kapulisan. Would you agree with me na there were abuses using these terminologies, nanlaban, natokhang, at saka naplantingan.
I believe so, Mr. Chair.
Would you also agree with that, Colonel Garma?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And Pidea, would you agree with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, kasi nandun naman yung mga statistics eh. Now, ang pinag-aawayan natin ay si Colonel Leonardo, ayaw niyang diretsahin, tanggapin, merong levels of reward. And Colonel Garma, would you admit na merong levels of reward? Depende dun sa nano-neutralize?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Pedea, would you agree na merong levels of reward? Kasi narinig ko na rin ito sa report ninyo eh.
Yes, Mr.
According
Chairman.
to your research.
Yes, Your Honor.
And only you, Colonel Leonardo, cannot directly admit na merong levels of reward. Bakit kaya?
Meron po yung level yung mga nasa list, Mr. Chair.
So you are admitting that may levels of reward and may reward system.
sir-
If there are rewards, then there will be a reward system. Tama po ba?
Ang alam ko po, operational support, Mr. Chair.
Oy, call it what you want. Pero kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, yung reward, yung monetary reward or operational support. Di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Meron bang operational support na hindi monetary? Sa tokhang? Matanong ko nga po kayo.
Wala po akong
Kaya
personal
monetary reward, whatever you call it, you do not want to call it as monetary reward, operational support, yun po siguro yung kuha ninyo. Pero merong pera na involved. At ang pagbabayad dun sa neutralization, depende dun sa tao na na-neutralize. Would that be correct also, Colonel Garma?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Pidea?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Colonel Leonardo, would you agree with that? Baka ikaw na lang naman hindi mag-agree?
Yun lang po alam ko, Mr. Chair, na
Thank you. As a matter of fact, yung pagkamatay ng tatlong Chinese doon sa Davao Penal Colony, the death of Mayor Espinosa, detainee or PDLA guy Alvarez, and others ay part of the war on drugs because lumabas na yung listahan eh. Pedea, would you agree with that?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Yes. Kasi nandun yung mga namatay na ito nandun sa first list eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you do not know that, Colonel Leonardo.
alam ko po na may...
Alam mo.
May namatay.
And Colonel Garma, are you aware of that also?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Mhm. Now, Pedea, are you aware of the incident in 2016 where 10 suspected drug lords were killed in Pasay?
I will find out, Your Honor. I am not with this.
Colonel Garma, are you aware of that?
No, Mr. Chair.
Colonel Leonardo, are you aware of that? That incident in Pasay in August 2016?
Hindi po ako aware diyan, Mr. Chair.
You do not know that?
Negative, Mr. Chair.
Ha? Balitang-balita na yung mga gumawa nito, they received 10 million for the 10 suspected drug lords na namatay. And you do not know that? Siguro, Pedea, could you please research on this?
We are checking on it already, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. Now, Colonel Garma, you have been assigned in Cebu for how long?
January of 2017 to June of 2019, Mr. Chair. 17, 18.
2 years?
2.5 years.
2.5 years?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
And who was assigned first to Region 7? Gerald Sinas or you?
Ako po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Ikaw ang nauna.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Now, in your stint in Cebu, how many prominent persons were neutralized, suspected of being drug lords?
Marami pong high value mga officials that were killed, Mr. Chair. Not only in Cebu City but nearby cities and towns under the Cebu province po.
No. Ang prominent dun ay yung ambush kay Mayor Luot, right?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Who was then a retired general.
Mr. Chair?
Retired General Luot became mayor.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Na-ambush siya in Malapascua, Cebu.
Nung
place is
galing po siya ng Malapascua Island,
Malapascua, Cebu.
yes, nagdock po yung boat nila.
Yes. And doon din sa Cebu, may mga PDEA agents din na nabatay. Would that be correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
PDEA, tuturin ba yun? That you had agents in Cebu who were killed or neutralized?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. So, may I know, Colonel Garma, since you were there, were they part of the war on drugs also? Yung mga killings na nangyari during your 2.5 year stint?
I believe, Mr. Chair, they are part because sa mga press release po na may mention na they are in the list.
And rewards were also given to those people who neutralized these people.
I believe, Mr. Chair.
You believe that? Okay, thank you. Mr. Chair, malapit na akong antukin. Pwede po ba? Itigil na natin. Marami pong salamat.
Okay. Thank
Mr.
you,
Chair.
Congressman Akop.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
I may.
Congressman Fernandez.
I hope that will be the last interpellator because the Secretary General have already declared no classes or no work tomorrow.
Mr. Chair,
And we're about to reach the 14-hour first time na 14-hour po tayo at our physical capacity are giving up.
Mr.
But
Chair,
our
I move.
mental
Mr. Chairman,
our mental function.
Mr. Chairman,
Well, I think, sige, Mr. Chair, I yield to Chairman Paduano.
No,
overexposed na yung iba hanggang alauna.
we still have two interpellators, Congressman Busita and then Congressman Lordan Suwan. So I thought Congressman Dan Fernandez is going to interpellate since you're not. So we now recognize Congressman Busita for your interpellation.
thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, sundan ko lang po yung ilang questions ni Honorable Congressman Acop kay Colonel Leonardo. Colonel Leonardo, naniniwala ka na may mga biktima ng extrajudicial killings? Yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Naniniwala ka ba na ito ay marami at hindi ilan lamang?
I don't know the exact figure, Mr. Chair, but I believe so.
Marami. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Colonel Leonardo, matanong ko lang, ikaw ba ay family man? May pamilya ka rin?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Naniniwala ka ba na mahalaga ang tatay sa pamilya?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Naniniwala ka rin ba na sa ordinaryong pamilya, pag namatay ang tatay, parang nasira na rin ang buhay at kinabukasan ng mga anak?
Tama po yun, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Naniniwala ka ba na sa ordinaryong pamilya, especially itong majority sa biktima ng extrajudicial killings, sa ating bansa, yung mga professionals, usually ang anak isa, dalawa. Pero yung mga maliliit na manggagawa, ang anak, 6, 7, 8. Tama ba?
Tama po, Mr.
Okay.
Chair.
So, would you agree na kapag yung isang biktima ng extrajudicial killing, may 5 anak, parang kung titingnan natin, mas malaki ang possibility na masisira ang buhay at kinabukasan ng mga bata? Yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, kung titingnan natin, mathematically, out of 20,000 na mga namatay, assuming 10,000 doon yung family man, mathematically speaking, more or less 50,000 yung bata na nagsasuffer na ngayon. Would you agree?
I agree, Mr. Chair.
Yes. So meaning, kung titingnan natin yung long-term effect nitong pinag-uusapan natin extrajudicial killings, sa pananaw ng iba, tama ang ginawa nila. Pero kung susuriin natin mabuti, mas dadami pa yung pwedeng maging kriminal. Itong mga bata na nasisira ang buhay at kinabukasan, would you agree?
Maaari po, Mr. Chair.
So, kung titingnan natin, talagang itong resulta ng extrajudicial killings, hindi nare-resolve ang problema. Instead, minomultiply pa. Yes or no?
Maaari po, Mr. Chair.
Yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Kaya ako po, personally, natutuwa na yung Quadcom nandito. At least, mapigilan na itong extrajudicial killings. And nung nasa active service pa ako, isa, Mr. Chair, at sinasabi ng senior officers, kaya nasibak ako sa Cavite, yung nasa watch list na 20, actually 21 yun, Mr. Chair, peacefully, napasuko ko, napasurrender ko yung 20. And because of that, nasibak ako sa pwesto. Hindi daw ako marunong sumunod sa guidance. Hindi ako marunong sumunod, Mr. Chair, kasi nga, sabi ko doon sa senior officer, mali yun eh. Yung isang suspect, isasacrifice mo yung buhay. Pwede naman bigyan ng second chance. Actually, Mr. Chair, kung iintindihan ng mga kasama natin, maganda yung intention ng tokhang eh. Kakatukin mo yung pamilya, i-inform mo na may information na nasasangkot sa illegal drugs yung kanilang kapamilya. At kung pwede, isurrender, mag-undergo ng seminar to be being handled by religious leaders. Alam nyo ba yon, Colonel Leonardo, na may ganong programa?
Meron po, Mr. Chair.
Yes. And because of the reward system, would you agree na may mga police na nag-take advantage para kumita? Yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes or no?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes, thank you, Colonel Leonardo. So, again, Mr. Chair, napakaganda na na-address ito ng Quadcom. At least, alam ko po, yung mga police na involved dito ay mapipigilan para wag nang gawin pa. Kasi nga po, sabi ko, ang pananaw ko personally, hindi nare-resolve yung problema. Instead, minomultiply natin. Ngayon, hindi pa natin nararamdaman. Pero one thing for sure, Mr. Chair, marami ng bata ang nagsasuffer. Marami ng bata ang nasisira ang buhay at kinabukasan. So again, personally, ako po'y natutuwa, Mr. Chair, na mayroong Quadcom wherein ina-address po itong extrajudicial killings. And based on our hearings, conducted hearings, very clear. Talagang may extrajudicial killings. And Brother Colonel Leonardo, salamat. At least, yung mga tanong ko sa'yo ay sinagot mo ng diretso. Yun lamang po, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, Congressman Busita. And last interpolator for this morning, Congressman Lord Dansuan. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Colonel Leonardo, before you were appointed as police commissioner, what was your assignment?
I was with the DNR, Mr. Chair, as undersecretary po.
Ano po? DNR?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair.
But that was after your stint as CIDG chief in Region 11, was it not?
Correct po, Mr. Chair.
Did you apply for the position of police commissioner or were you recommended for the post?
I was appointed, Mr. Chair. I just received order, Mr. Chair.
Would you consider a commissioner of the NAPOLCOM a high position, Colonel Leonardo?
Based on salary grade, Mr. Chair, it's higher, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Are you a lawyer, Colonel Leonardo?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
Do you have a master's degree or a PhD?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
A PhD?
Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So you had that before you were appointed as police commissioner.
Yes, Mr.
You were
Chair.
already a PhD before you were appointed as police commissioner.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
When were you appointed as commissioner?
February 2022, Mr. Chair.
February 2022. And who appointed you as commissioner?
The former President, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Mr. Chair.
So you must have done something special to be appointed as police commissioner and before that as undersecretary of Environment and Natural Resources. Is that right?
I have done many operations when I was with DNR, Mr. Chair. I led the anti-illegal logging task force.
When you were an undersecretary?
Undersecretary, Mr. Chair.
And then you were appointed as commissioner of the NAPOLCOM afterwards.
I was appointed as Commissioner NAPOLCOM Vice then General Serapio, Mr. Chair. Nag-end po yung kanyang term, Mr. Chair.
And then before you were appointed as undersecretary of the DNR, what was your job?
I was the regional chief of CIDG 11, Mr. Chair.
So you were appointed to all these very high positions simply because you were regional chief of the CIDG Region 11? You expect us to believe that you were appointed as undersecretary and then commissioner of the NAPOLCOM by just being the regional head of CIDG Region 11. Is that so?
May I be clarified with a question, Mr. Chair?
Do you mean to say that you were appointed to these very high positions, Colonel Leonardo, simply because you were the head of the CIDG Region 11? Or did you do something even more? Was there something was there something special about you that among all the police officers, all the regional heads, you were the one who were appointed to two very high positions?
I believe, Mr. Chair, it's just usual for police officers to be appointed as USEC and other position similar to USEC, Mr. Chair.
Okay, but those who are appointed are they colonels or are they usually generals?
There are a lot of colonels and there are also generals, Mr. Chair, who were appointed in different positions as USEC, ASEC, and other positions, even director, Mr. Chair.
You know, your appointment as undersecretary and as police commissioner is very suspect, and it leads me to believe that you must have done something extraordinary for the president to appoint you to these positions. A few more questions, Mr. Chair, just a couple more. Kilala niyo po ba mga Parohinogs in Osamis? Do you know them?
Kilala ko lang po, Mr. Chair.
Do you know Mayor Espinosa also? Mayor Espinosa.
Yes, alam ko po, Mr. Chair.
And have you also heard of those 3 Chinese drug lords who were murdered?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Itong mga binanggit ko, considered po sila na mataas na tier na mga targets, right? Na may malaking bonus pag sila ay na-operate successfully. Is that correct? Would you agree with me? Na
I just
Yung
heard
mga binanggit ko,
heard that there were monetary given to them given, Mr. Chair, as manifested during the previous hearing, Mr. Chair.
so kaya po hindi nakapagtaka na itong mga binanggit ko ay napaslang na. Di po ba? Dahil malalaki yung mga bonus nila pag na-operate sila successfully.
I cannot confirm, Mr. Chair. I don't have personal knowledge with regards to this.
Sige.
Bonus.
That's all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Suwan. And Congressman Paduano, 1 minute suspension. Hearing is resumed. Congressman Paduano.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just some important admin matters, Mr. Chairman. First, we have received a copy of letter request coming from Mr. Nisito Obales, which resulted in contempt and detained at the Quezon City Jail. Based on this letter, is requesting to lift the contempt order to him. That started last September 27, 2024. Mr. Chairman, for humanitarian purposes or consideration, because nagka-dengue pa po yung anak niya, instead of lifting, Mr. Chairman, I move that we transfer Mr. Nisito Obales to be detained in the House premises, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion to transfer the what's his name? Mr. Obales, who is presently detained at the Quezon City Jail, to be transferred to the House of Representatives detention facility. Duly seconded. Hearing no objection, the motion is approved. COMSEC, please coordinate with the Quezon City Jail. Have the detained personality be transferred in the House detention facility. Congressman Paduano.
Second, Mr. Chairman, we have in receipt a copy of a letter coming from Superintendent Marjorie P. Sanidad, acting superintendent of the CIW, in which Catherine Cassandra Leong is detained. And the content of the letter, Mr. Chairman, is that the CIW is informing this committee that the contempt order for Ms. Cassandra Leong will last on October 24, this Thursday. And question of, in the case of Catherine Cassandra Leong, he was cited in contempt last September 25 for 30 days, Mr. Chairman. And in the case of Cassandra Leong, Mr. Chairman, until now, Ms. Cassandra Leong has not yet submitted all the documents, no, being issued the subpoena for Cassandra Leong to submit in this committee, Mr. Chairman. So, with that, Mr. Chairman, I move that we extend the contempt order for Ms. Cassandra Leong on the basis of for not submitting documents being issued the subpoena by this honorable committee, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion to extend the detention of Cassandra
Leong.
Leong for failing to submit to the Quad Committee the documents required of her. And duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Chair, can I
Mr.
ask for a
Chairman,
1 minute suspension?
We need the second motion, Mr. Chairman, for the period of detention for Ms. Cassandra Leong.
Please proceed. Please proceed with the second motion. Any second motion from any member?
Seconded, Mr. Chair.
No. Second motion.
Nakop.
There's a 1 minute suspension being asked by...
1 minute suspension.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, just for record process, I will amend my motion that is not as per advice of our legal...
Hearing is resumed. Congressman Paduano, please.
Mr. Chairman, with due apologies, Mr. Chairman, for reconsideration of my first motion, that is not anymore extension, but I move to cite in contempt, once again, Ms. Cassandra Leong for refusal to submit pertinent documents being required by this honorable committee. So move, Mr. Chairman.
If just a point of clarification, are we withdrawing the earlier motion?
Yes, Mr. Chair, that's why for reconsideration kasi it was already approved by this honorable committee, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, so there's now a motion to cite Cassandra Leong in contempt for failing to submit to the committee all the documents required of her by the committee, which was a subject of subpoena ducis tecum. Any second? Duly seconded. Any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Chair,
Congressman Abante.